Hello and welcome everybody to Mac on Crypto. Whatever we say is not a financial advice. Do your own research and take your own actions. Please don't forget to subscribe and like to our channel as your support is very important to us. Now let's jump in straight to the Bitcoin chart on the daily. And yes, Bitcoin did have a nice reaction to the upside and now a nice reaction or move to the downside. And let me show you what we've been following for the past days and weeks. Bitcoin was respecting this descending parallel channel that we're keeping our eyes on, and then this ascending parallel channel that we're now monitoring as well. So Bitcoin was going to the downside, okay, and then it bounced around this area. Then, bam, it hit the top of our parallel channel, and yes, that's where we formed our ascending parallel channel before our next bottom was in, which we predicted already. So we had one pivot, two, three, and bam, our parallel channel is formed. And what do you see? Bam, it got hit to the dollar, and yes, we took a beautiful big long position from this area to the upside. And then we told you guys that to, to be in a healthy trend, we need to break the middle of the ascending parallel channel and the mid range. Okay. And then we wanted to break the top line of the descending parallel channel, which it did as well. Okay. Then our third target, it was this area for a big short position, which would complete our ABC thoughts. Okay. But that didn't happen. Instead, we did perform on the daily a swing failure pattern where the candles, these candles, went above the previous candle, and yes, it closed below the previous candle. Okay. Which was a bearish sign on the daily. And yes, Bitcoin did reverse back to the downside. Then we were looking at the top of this descending parallel channel to start acting as a resistance. Maybe we have something like this, then bam, we'll go and tap the top of our channel. But also that couldn't hold Bitcoin from dumping to the downside. And yes, it got acceptance back into the descending parallel channel. And as you see, guys, we had a very nice move to the downside. Yes, we didn't enter this area from the top, but we did enter after we got an acceptance back into the descending parallel channel. That's where we had a short position entry, which we closed also around 39,200 because it was a support area as well. So now, what do we need to look at, and what's our next setups for the Bitcoin chart if we're gonna long or if we're gonna short? Because you guys always know we always need to be ready for the up and the down. Okay, we never look in one direction. We don't care if the market is bearish, we don't care if the market is bullish. We don't trade with hopium, we trade with targets. Okay, so before we start looking at our support and resistant areas, okay, if you would like to get into the crypto market and trade Bitcoin or any altcoins, Delta Exchange is giving up to 30,000, C Trade 8,000, Femex 3,600, Bybit 600 to 2,600, or in free bonuses, and Binance giving discounts on its exchange. Okay, now let's get back into our Bitcoin chart and let me show you where's our resistances and support areas. And bam, what do you see? There we go. We have our monthly around 35,000, our weekly 36,250, and we have a resistance around 38,460 and a daily 39,400. Okay, so what's next? Okay, we were personally waiting to see if Bitcoin is gonna perform a swing failure pattern and reverses back and to break the previous low and close above the previous low, which would be a swing failure pattern, which we still didn't see for now. Smaller, okay. We simply hit the lows, okay, and then we didn't get to perform for now a swing failure pattern. Okay, that's on the 4 hourly. Let's go on the 1 hourly and see what happened. Yep, yep, nothing. We just hit the low of the previous low of the lows. There we go. And then we had some reaction to the upside. Okay. So what's our trading setup? One, we're looking to break the previous low, maybe get a swing failure pattern, okay, and claim the weekly back and then the daily back, and beautiful. That would be a bullish sign for Bitcoin, okay. And if that's broken to the downside, all right, our next target is 35,000. So what do you do? Okay, if you're a scalper, okay, you can enter around here, you can enter around here, you can enter around here, because in scalping you always keep tight stop losses so you don't lose much. Okay, and that also depends on your leverage and how much you're willing to lose. Okay, so scalpers can try this range, bam, collect some around here and see if the market is gonna keep going up. If not, then you move your stop loss to your entry, and that's it. You're out of the trade without losing any money. And same on the weekly, same on the monthly. Okay, you can keep a tight stop loss, and also, like I say, depends on your leverage. It depends how much you can risk to lose. Okay, and see how it would react. So these are 3 entries. We were a little bit late recording this video for the current entry, but we were mainly preparing for a swing failure pattern to perform around this area. Okay, so in terms of our resistances, we have our weekly around 38,500, and we have our daily around 39,500, 400. Okay, so these are in terms of resistances. Okay, and now let me give you my second view. Okay, let's hide these. Yeah. Okay, now if we look at the market from the other perspective, okay, let's draw another parallel channel from, let me hide everything. Okay, sorry. Yep, yep, that's it. That's the one. Okay, let's hide everything. Okay, what do you see? Bitcoin at a high, now it did a lower high. So that's our three pivots. Next target could be around $34,000. What would that be as well? Let's go with the ascending parallel. That would be the swing failure of our previous low. How? Okay, let me show you this. Okay, let's grab that. Take the lowest low. What do you see? What can you see? That's the previous low. Bam. Hitting the $34,000 area would be very, very tough. Okay, then let's enable everything. Okay, everything is enabled. Yep. What can you see? What would that be? So if we go on a bigger time frame, there you go. Okay. I'm just trying to give you guys where we can have a beautiful, and how can we spot a beautiful, beautiful position. Okay, if we take the top side as well. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Okay. Like I always say again, it all depends on the time frame. Do not forget the time frame is very important. Okay? Time frames are very important. So if Bitcoin keeps going like this, okay, then bam. That's what we're looking at. That would be around, now we're on the 8th, 7th. Maybe it can go up to the 13th of March or 14th of March. Okay? Depends on the time frame. Okay? If Bitcoin keeps going like this, then probably hit here and then bam. That would be the 35,500 area. Okay? Time matters. Okay? That's very important to keep it in mind. Why? Because one, that's the middle on the 13th and 14th, that would be the middle of the descending parallel channel. See that line? That's the middle of it. Okay, as well as it's the bottom of the descending line of the previous two highs of this one and this one. Okay, that would be the fourth pivot. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be beautiful if we get a bounce from this area. So we'll have a swing failure pattern performed of the previous low, and we have our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension hitting around this area, the bottom of the parallel channel, and also if we measure the volume, okay, from the lows, bam, beautiful. Sorry, the volume, if we go from here, no, it was from here. That was the volume for the previous target we were looking at for the scalp trade. If we use the volume, we have a value area low around this area, around the 35,000 area, which was the monthly. Okay, there you go. It was the monthly as well, right here. That's why I say time always matters. So if we had our monthly here, okay, the 35,000 area. So if we go like this, sorry, if we go like this, bam, and then 13, bam. See what I mean? That's some kind of a play that you can look at. Depends how the market plays. But these are the targets you can look for. So you've got the monthly, sorry, you've got the weekly, the monthly, and then the mid-range of the big descending channel, and also the 1-to-1 Fibonacci, and the bottom of this smaller time frame descending channel. Okay, I hope you guys understood what I'm trying to say. Okay, okay, all right. I hope you guys did like the ideas we gave today. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. As you guys know, your support is very important to us to grow our community and to keep you guys updated with our ideas and trading targets. Okay, and that's all for today, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night and a good day if it's daytime for you. See you later.